Now ready for our next contest here, our St. Patrick's Day show. Another debut of sorts. So the appeal being led out by Lucian Delight. Now, of course, we've seen Lucian Delight out with the Bad Boys previously for many years, but Lucian is an entrepreneurial guy by nature, and he's always looking for kind of the next big thing. The big question is Lucian Delight's new tag team, after he helped lead the Bad Boys to PPW Tag Team Gold in 2022, will his new team be able to have that amount of success in 2023? Big man who we saw in the Kyle Cup Battle Royal, that's Olumide, who really showed out something fierce. It's very impressive. And will make things interesting in this tag match.
And the troublemaker, Johnnie Robbie.
It's the former PPW Cruiserweight champion Daniel Torch with Johnnie Robbie, who's made quite the name during the time in PPW for the troublemaker. So you have a tag team that's been somewhat established in the Bay Area, and you have a first-time tag team, a couple of spark plugs, including one former PPW Cruiserweight champion. They will be the smaller team in this match. You cannot forget about Lucian Delight on the outside. But I have to say, you know, going back and thinking about these two wrestlers, Xavier and Olumide in the Kyle Cup, Olumide was something else. 6'1", about 220 pounds. And just, he's not only incredibly athletic, but he just has this, he has explosiveness. And kind of what he ended up doing in that match was, I think he had some of the more impressive moments of that match. And he was standing toe-to-toe with Boyce the Grand, who we'll see later tonight, kind of in a long, boiling grudge match that's been lasting about a year in the making with Duke Lawrence later tonight, the former PPW champ. But I remember Olumide going nose to nose with both guys and looking like he could stand toe to toe with some of the best that have stepped into a PPW ring lately. And Jason Xavier, who he's getting the tighty-whitey chants from the crowd. And I mean, first off, that is the prerogative of the fans to chant whatever they want. I mean, both Xavier and Olumide in good condition. And we'll kind of see what Torch, who, you know, a veteran of over a decade in Northern California, I think close to 15 years now. And instead, it's going to be Johnnie Robbie and Olumide getting things going here to start this off. As Robbie has words for Xavier on the outside. And you can see right away, Olumide is not going to mess around. Just immediately taking Johnnie Robbie down. Man, just this kid. See and the other thing too is he's got an attitude. He takes a shot to the hamstring though, as he broke up the rear waist lock by Robbie. Robbie very athletic as well, trying to go for the arm drag, and Olamide instead takes a tilt-a-whirl head scissors into the corner, and Robbie falls with the European uppercut. And this is where Robbie really impresses. And look at that, ducking the clothesline, looking for the crucifix. Got it, has the roll-up, only one. Olamide, look at the power, hanging on, taking it over to the corner for the tag. As Robbie trying to elbow out, gets the tag to Torch, and the two men who started the match are now going to be in it against each other. And look at the errors there by Torch. Drop kick for Olamide. Ducks under. Northern Lights with the bridge. Rolls back. And he's going after Olamide again with the suicide dive. Torch is on fire. Up top, crossbody. Getting all of it on Xavier, and the appeal is not finding much appealing in this match right now. Swing through lariat. Olamide stopping Torch and going up top in this heater that he was on, and Xavier has him, tosses him off with a Beal into the middle of the ring to stop the momentum that Torch had built up. Now Xavier, belly to back suplex. Will go into his first cover of the match, only a 1 count. Torch, of course, was the PPW Cruiserweight Champion for over a year. He ended up losing the title at the November anniversary show in a 4-way match with Kenny K coming out the victor. And he will defend his PPW Cruiserweight title later on tonight against the 2023 Kyle Cup winner, Midas Creed, who was the 4th winner of the Kyle Cup. You can see Torch trying to arm drag his way out, but Xavier put a stop to it and just stomps away on the chest. And now an elbow drop to the chest. And Xavier really laying in those elbows right in the top part of the sternum. And hey, little Alex Wright for ya. And drops the knee. Always have time for Das Wunderkind. And I think barely 2 there. Someone needs to get Alex Wright back in the spotlight, man. As the tag comes into Olamide. You can see him just driving that shoulder, pushing the proverbial sled in the corner. Now Olamide looking right at Johnnie Robbie. And look at the power by the big man. Oh, Torch fell out though. Oh, but he's caught with a European uppercut. And Olamide will take it. Lateral press, hook of the leg, and only 2. And you're going to have to do a lot more to hold down the former PPW Cruiserweight Champion. Torch, one of the long-standing members of the PPW roster. As Olamide takes Torch over and gets the tag to Xavier. The double hammer thrown in the corner, and Olamide, big corner tackle, big clothesline by Xavier. Covered, 2, only 2. Staring down Robbie all the way is Xavier. Another knee to the sternum. So Xavier, when he's been in, has really been working over the sternum, trying to take the wind away a little bit from Daniel Torch. Only 2 count there. Now trying to grind him down further with that rear chin lock. Trying to almost turn into a sleeper with the positioning of that right arm. When you have that right arm above your left and you're trying to kind of put the squeeze on there, you can really get at the carotid artery, but Torch was able to hold off and hit the jawbreaker, but Xavier with a beautiful drop kick on the rebound. And he just said, let's end this. And so he's going to go over to Olamide, and the appeal are going to try and send this one home. Looking maybe double team powerbomb. No, Torch sends the appeal into each other, and the tag is in. And Johnnie Robbie, oh, nicely done. She thought about going up top, but she decided to come down and get around Xavier. And now a German suplex. Ducks under. Olamide takes a shot. Robbie avoids a shot. Another European uppercut and a forearm shot. Back elbow, staggering Olamide. Duck under. Again looking for that head scissors into a satellite DDT. Johnnie Robbie coming ablaze here, only two. Staring down Lucian Delight on the outside as very well you should whenever he is on the outside. He always has something up his sleeve. Now Robbie waiting in the corner, charging forward, but eats a big boot from Olamide. He's shaking his head. And now he's thinking about finishing this off. He said he didn't want to do this, but now he's got to, he said. Shots by Robbie to the stomach, but Olamide just sends Robbie into the corner. Big splash, no, missed. Robbie going over the opposite corner. Comes off with the code breaker. With the tag, the Torch beforehand. Springboard clothesline. Trying to pick up the win, two. And no, Lucian Delight stopped the count. Karina Kyle was ready to make the 3 count, and Lucian Delight slid in to stop the 3 from happening. And now all 4 members of this match are in the ring. And the question is now what happens? Does Karina Kyle disqualify the appeal? And I think Karina's trying to figure that part out right now. Here the crowd wanting Lucian Delight to be thrown out. And Karina, normally very level-headed, about as level-headed as referees you're going to find in PPW. Up. Looks like the wrestlers aren't going to wait around, and they're just going to try and get after it. So both members of the appeal sent outside, and it's Lucian left in the ring. There's a little bit of chaos going on right now. Torch over the top. There's a cover. Lucian Delight is covered, and that's going to do it.
And your winners by pinfall, Petaluma and Fort and Johnnie Robbie.
And I think Karina Kyle, and this is the first for me. She said that because he got into the ring, he made himself a part of the match. And because of that, he made himself susceptible to being in the match. He was the legal man, and he ended up taking the pin. And now the appeal, Xavier trying to get some revenge, but the appeal thinking a little bit better of it. One of the damnedest things you'll see in a PPW ring. Lucian Delight, as he is wont to do, trying to stick his nose into the business of the match at hand. And so Karina Kyle just lets him be in the match. And it turns out to be one of those things you just can't draw. So for the first time as a tag team, they are victorious. As Johnnie Robbie and Daniel Torch get a St. Patty's Day victory here tonight.